Demonic presence, threat level 5, entering main laboratory.
What's up, all you video game playing dudes and dudettes? Toys here, and I'm back yet again to give you guys another fresh look, and today we are totally checking out the brand new McFarlane Toys. This is their Doom Eternals line, and we're checking out the Marauder action figure. 22 moving parts, which ain't too shabby at all, and this is an adult toy or figure. It's 14 and up. McFarlane Toys is an attitude. Just remember that. Really nice box art. Lots of reds, yellows. Really makes this figure pop in the packaging. And I especially like the sides. You got the Doom logo, and then you got some nice video game renderings of both the figure and then some concept art on the back. Very cool. Very striking. I like this figure a lot. He's a very demonic presence. And here's the barcode if you want to go ahead and find it in stores. They are at Target now. And just if you're curious, the Marauders are a group of resurrected Knight Sentinels who sided with the Con something or other. You know what? I don't care what this is. It's based on a video game. It looks like a cool toy. And he has a really cool voice, by the way. Check this out.
My eyes have been opened.
Spooky. Anyways, grab yourself a nice hot demonic cup of coffee or just extra black or whatever you want to do. No cream, no sugar. This is the brand new McFarlane Toys Doom Eternal, the Marauder action figure. And here's the Marauder out of the packaging. And just keep this in mind, this is a $20 action figure. And this is pretty dang cool, I have to say. Look at the sculpt and the paint on this guy. If you grew up with Spawn figures, this is like a no-brainer. This is immediately what I thought. I was like, oh, that's a big demon for Spawn to fight, even though he's doing his best Immortan Joe impersonation. But this guy just horns, the eyes, the tusks, and whatever else is sticking out of him. He's got this gorgeous armor to him. If you look at the video game, it's pretty spot friggin' on. This is fantastic. The sheer amount of sculpt and detail, this is really where McFarlane Toys shines. Every time they got monsters or demons, they just execute it so well, right down to just the gunmetal brushings, just everything on this guy. He's a heavy, hefty figure, and he does come with an accessory, which we'll check out in just a second. But even looking at the skulls, there's paint on the skulls, and there's a little bit of accentuation of paint, some copper or something on this that really makes it pop. Down to his boots, his big, thick, chunky boots. This thing is a brick of a figure. He's got, let's see, space hieroglyphics or something on him, ancient alien demon writing, whatever Doom is about these days. But just the skin itself, this guy actually has some layers to him as well. Layers of armor, he's got some ammo belts, he's got cracks and creases. I can't say enough nice things about the paint itself, the sculpt itself. As a figure, and just in terms of displaying it on your shelves, you cannot go wrong. It applies to so many things. Yeah, it's straight from Doom, but for me, and I'll show you in just a second, this is where my mind is kind of going with this. There's one accessory, along with a stand, is a space axe. And I think it's cool. It looks straight from the video game. I love the skull on it, very reminiscent of the Marauder's face himself with the horns. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more paint. Yes, I love the sculpt of the hieroglyphics, the writing that's on the actual axe. But I think that a little bit more paint could have made it look like it's glowing. It's supposed to be like a regenerated kind of hologram sort of deal. And he does hold it extremely well in both hands, even though both hands, especially the ungloved one, we'll say, does have a trigger finger. The other one does as well. He actually kind of looks like he's got like a come hither, like come here, I'm going to beat you to death with an axe. But he also he has it subtly on the other side. So if you had a gun or a space gun or something like that, he could actually hold it really well. So I like that they did that, but I think this armored up arm is the one to hold it in. And you can situate him where he holds the axe with both hands. In terms of the articulation itself, as you can see, you can get the axe every which way, and it's very cool. He's got a tight grip to it. It's not too loose, it's not too tight, just the right amount. His head will go to and fro, a little bit up, a little bit down. So he's got some cool bendy horns to him, so those aren't going to break off. That was the first thing I was like, these are going to snap off. When I was talking about layers to him, he has these shoulder pads that are articulated that help to move with the articulation of the arms, but it's cool to see some things that are underneath. This is where the articulation a little bit fails, not to the point where I'm upset with it, but I think a lot of people are like, oh, you can't move it. You can move it. But it's always with the armor thing. You're not going to be able to get his arms straight up. It's just not going to be a thing, but you can get it out to the side, and it's nice that the armor moves with you. So I like that they did that. No, I don't care that you can't put the arms all the way up. It's not a big deal, but just be careful with these. They are loose enough, but you just don't want to break him. He's got an amazing ab crunch to him. He can go back, he can go forward. This is that new sort of articulation in the abs that McFarlane's doing. He has a waist swivel as well. Same thing with the sort of armor pieces on the side of him. And these are like a really rubbery piece. So it works with you a little bit more so than the shoulder pads, but he can kick out about that much. He's got single jointed knees, single jointed elbows. The wrist balls are, they're hidden well. He will have articulation. The foot goes up, down, side to side. He can go out to the side, so to speak, with his legs, but you're going to have to fight with that dressings on the side a little bit. You can put him forward, you can put him back. So I would say for what he's wearing, armored up and everything else, he's a pretty articulated figure. But in the sense of how I see him, he's a Spawn figure. He's a demon from hell, and he's going to team up with Violator and every other hell creature to fight Spawn. And when you put him next to Spawn, it's pretty cool, I have to say. I really like the way that this figure turned out. He's a big, ferocious demon monster guy. If you're a big fan of Doom, then yeah, he's a must. If you're a Spawn fan and you got some other horny friends, just saying, like Famas, you get the joke. Anyways, this is also how I kind of see it. Ghostbusters. He's a big demon, something or other. Maybe he's friends with Gozer. Who knows? But he looks good with the Ghostbusters. Same thing with, if you want to do Ghost Rider. It's a very cool, he just applies to a bunch of different things. And again, if you're a big Doom fan, which I'm not, I just think he's a cool toy in general. But I am curious to know what you guys think. Do you have this figure? You gonna get him? Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything Marauder. And let me know about the video game. I haven't played Doom Eternal. I'm waiting for the Switch version. I guess that's coming out soon. So I will be playing this, but in the meantime, I'm gonna have some fun with this really cool action figure. I think the one thing I will say, the axe is okay. It's not the best. It could have been just a little bit more paint to it. I think it made it look like a glowing effect. Something like that. But the paint on the figure is immaculate. I'm great with the articulation. I wish he would have had a weapon storage. It kind of looked like on the side, his pocket. You could have done that, but it's filled in, so that's a no-go. But in either case, I'm digging this. But I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember what a year 2020 has been so far. Just be safe, continue to take care of each other, treat each other with respect, and I hope you guys all have a great week. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.